The Blades Ramble is proudly sponsored by My Business Group, a group of brands designed to support owners, leaders and managers in business. Contact mybusinessgroup.co.uk for more information or follow the link in the description below.
Blades fans, subscribe to Blades Ramble. Up the Blades.
What is happening, Blades? And welcome back to the Blades Ramble. I am, of course, Jimmy, and this is the 10-minute transfer show. Been going down quite well, this, hasn't it? Thank you to everybody for the really positive feedback. The latest instalment was yesterday. Oli McBurney, Return of the Mac. Let me know your thoughts on that video and what you actually think about the possibility of McBurney returning. I'll give you a sneak peek into what you can expect tomorrow as well. Is this our new Harrison Burrows replacement? Should Harrison Burrows leave? Or even if he doesn't, tune in tomorrow for that. Today we're here to discuss Our Blaster. Oli Arblaster. Do you see what I did with the name? I love it. I absolutely love it. So, Oli Arblaster has been linked with a move away. Now, this, again, is silly season. It's come from one source, but a reputable source this time. Team Talk. And I don't know them as a brand, but I know the writer for Team Talk, Darren Whitcoop, is a reputable journalist. And he's written an article, and I've only taken excerpts of it because I don't want to, you should be going to read it yourself and give him the proper credit. But he says that Brighton are keeping a close eye on Sheffield United's Oli Arblaster's road to recovery as they plan another raid on the Championship, Team Talk understands. The Seagulls were tracking the 21-year-old Blades midfielder before a serious knee injury curtailed his season back in November. Don't we know it? Arblaster is in no hurry to leave, but for a £20 million offer could sway Sheffield United's thinking after they missed out on promotion at Wembley. Failure to seal an instant Premier League return following last month's 2-1 defeat to the Black Cats will cost the Yorkshire club financially. Now, obviously, that goes without saying. We take a huge financial hit compared to what we could have achieved by getting promotion. And we are now going to most likely lose one, possibly two, maybe even three of our key assets. And you've got to be selective on who you sell. But this, for me, it's the first Oli Arblaster rumour that we've heard this summer so far. It's obviously very early in the summer, but this is the flag in the sand moment where I am nailing my opinion down. I don't think Oli Arblaster leaves. And I know Blades will be, or a lot of Blades will be of a similar opinion. That's not because he's not able to play at Premier League level. Of course, he has the potential to play at He has played at Premier League level. He captained Sheffield United at Premier League level. He will be a Premier player one day, hopefully for Sheffield United. But there were two positives. Very, like, if you try it, we always try and look at the positives here on the Ramble, don't we? It was a terrible situation that he got injured. And I think with a fit and firing Oli Arblaster in your side, there's a strong chance that we get promoted last season, which it is last season now. It's in the rear view. Last season. But that wasn't the case. He got injured. And out of that terrible situation came two positives going forward, in my opinion. The silver linings that you can take from him. The first one is Siddy Peck, who I do think we've now got to do some work if we want to keep hold of him, if I'm honest. I think he will attract interest. I know it's not really made the rounds yet as news per se, or it's not certainly been shouted about loudly at the moment, but I think Siddy Peck will be attracting interest from the Premier League. And I think we'll have to do well to keep him. But Siddy Peck coming into the side, essentially as an Oli Arblaster replacement, he were expected to play half a dozen games last season, ended up playing however many he ended up playing, what, 40 games, something like that. Ridiculous. 35, 40. Brilliant season for Siddy Peck. Brilliant debut, breakthrough season for him. Was the best of a good bunch coming through. Femi Sariki had a really strong impact on the side as well. But that was one of the two silver linings of Oli Arblaster's unfortunate injury. And the second one is a selfish one from a Sheffield United fans' point of view. If we are going to stay in the Championship, which we now know we are going to have to do, if we fail in our mission to get promoted, we now have the best chance of keeping him, because injuries affect players in different ways. I'm not saying this will negatively affect Oli Arblaster at all, but teams will be less willing to take a chance on him now that he's had a significant injury. They will like to see a little bit of longevity in his recovery time and performances, a bit of consistency. But also, I feel like Oli will feel there's unfinished business at United. There's a couple of other reasons I think he'll stay, or one in particular. But I think that's bought us some time with Oli. So even if we do end up losing Siddy or Vinny, obviously Vinny is already in the news as potentially leaving, and then potentially staying, and then leaving, and then staying, because it's a silly season. Oli Arblaster, I am confident, will not only stay, but I'd be delighted to see him don that captain's armband for us next season, because he can be that leader. Certainly on the pitch. I know he's still a young lad, but he's got a lot of personality about him. The players really like him, and I think he stays. I think he stays. The little known reason that, like, and this, I don't shoot the messenger on this, because I'm not the one that's revealed this to the world. It's been sort of mooted, and I suppose I've sort of alluded to it on the Ramble before. But we had a very special guest on the 3 Mardy Blades on Sunday night. Well, it turned into the 4 Mardy Blades. Legendary stadium announcer Gary Sinclair. And what a brilliant guest he was. And thank you to everybody for the kind feedback on that. Thank you to Gaz, first and foremost, for coming on. Thank you to the Man Mountain for arranging it through a mutual friend. And Gary's hopefully going to be coming back on, if we can, on a semi-regular basis. But certainly before the season starts, he said he'll come back on, which is great for us. But he did drop in that he doesn't think Oli Arblaster will go anywhere, because he wouldn't want to upset his father-in-law or his future father-in-law. I think that is the cat out of the bag, essentially. Oli Arblaster, for those that don't know, is seeing Chris Wilder's daughter. So Chris Wilder, if anybody ever doubted his commitment to Sheffield United, no, I'm not joking. That's a joke. Obviously, that's a joke. But talk about trying to secure your prized asset. Getting him married into family. He's not married yet, obviously. But getting him into family, there's no better way of doing it. Well done, Chris Wilder. Another masterstroke. Absolute masterstroke. Martha, go and have a word with him. Martha, you see if you can get him to stay. Yeah, okay, fair dues. So I have no doubts that Oli Arblaster will be wearing the red and white of Sheffield United next season. But just because that's my opinion, that doesn't mean he's definitely staying. That's me being pretty sure that's what will happen. But you may think differently, and you may opt for, there's no guarantee that he's going to come back the same player. Unfortunately, we have to face that as a possibility. And with that in mind, some of you guys may think cashing in, while there's a bit of uncertainty about it, might be the best way to go. If it means we keep Vinny Souza for another season, who is essentially the here and now, he's not a potentially, he can impact the games immediately if he's fit. But if it means us keeping Gus Amer, for example, because we don't need to recoup that sort of money now, if it means keeping Michael Cooper, is Oli Arblaster expendable? I can't imagine many Blades would think he is. I would be amazed if they did. But with a big sell-on and 20 million quid, like Team Talker reporting, it's a big offer, isn't it? It's a big offer. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I just want to say again, thank you to my dad last night for coming on. What an absolutely brilliant laugh we had. Well, he's box office, my dad. And I'm biased, but I know from the comments that a lot of you agree. He will not like me saying that, but it's absolutely love him when he comes on. So yeah, we've got loads of good stuff coming up on the Ramble. Tonight at 6:30, just for Ramblers, we will be doing Hot Topic at 6:30. This will then go out on Behind the Ramble as a recorded episode, because you won't catch it live. That's just for Ramblers. And Platinum Ramblers can take part in the calls. And then at 7:30 tonight, we are doing Germany against Portugal watch along in the Nations League semi-final with Jamie Dumpling. This is a sort of experimental series that we're doing on Behind the Ramble, where new Platinum Ramblers are coming on as sort of guest co-commentators, if you like, but just to sort of get the feet wet in terms of coming on screen and joining in a little bit more. So it's going to be great. I want to help people get a little bit more confident on screen if that's what they want to do. So get your comments in down below. I've just gone over 10 minutes, so I've brought my own rules. So for now, come on, you red and white wizards, led by Oli Arblaster. Up the blade!